Hello. Yes. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another gorgeous episode of Hey Girl. Hi, it's me, Jordan. Good morning. We're back. We survived Halloween. We did it. Yay. Um, I saw Dix the Musical recently, and I just, there were only two other people in the theater, and they walked out at a specific moment in the film when the man, I'm just gonna spoil it because I know none of you are gonna see it because you shouldn't see it. It's there's like this scene where this guy reveals his sewer monsters, and they look like little creature, humanoid, whatever, alien. They look ugly and they're very disturbing. And I wanted to leave at that moment, but I thought, no, I'm staying for Bowen Yang. I'm here for Bowen Yang because I love her. And the twist at the end made me so angry and so disgusted, and I'm so mad that I saw this movie. I regret it, and I am pissed off about this. The twist is these two guys find out they're long lost twins, and the whole joke is they're played by two flamboyant gay men, but they're actually straight. But then the twist at the end of the movie is that they're gay for each other and they get married, but they're brothers. That is not okay. And like thinking like why are we making movies like that are going to be seen by people who maybe don't know very many queer people and are going to think, wow, that's what they're like, they marry their siblings. No, they don't. No, they don't. That's what the people, you know, I'm not going to go there, but you know, the people who vote against our rights are more inclined to do such buffoonery. So it should not have been in that movie. I love Bowen Yang. I'm sure everyone else who worked on it was great, and I'm glad everybody found work. But I think that was a big misstep. Not cool. Anyways, I'm here with Venus Carangi. Hi.
Hi.
Tell me you haven't seen that movie.
No, I was trying to listen to what the name of the movie you said was, but I didn't catch it.
It's
But it sounds
Dix the
like a funny
musical.
plot. Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't see that.
It's I saw the title and I thought this is for me. This is it. Dix the musical. Why wouldn't it be? It's a musical starring Megan Thee Stallion, who was phenomenal, but the sewer monsters were a little weird, and then the ending I just was not okay with. So don't see it.
Okay,
It's
I won't.
gross. It's also
Well,
not playing a lot of places.
you already explained it, so I kind of like,
Yeah, you don't
yeah.
need to see it now. I don't care if I spoiled it. It's been out for like weeks. It's just hard to see because not a lot of theaters want to play it. So, because it's
Yeah,
nasty. It's very gross. But
like
anyway,
graphic or just like,
it's just very like gay and sexual, and because they're playing straight guys, it's also like straight humor. It's just it's not. Bowen Yang's amazing. Megan Thee Stallion was amazing. But
that's it.
yeah,
It just
that's all I have.
cut out everybody else's scenes.
Oh my gosh. How was your Halloween? Did you survive?
Yes, I actually had a lot of fun. So I was debating whether I was gonna like do something or not because when I woke up it started snowing here.
In
Um
October?
yeah, it was snowing. When I woke up I took my dog out to like go pee and I'm like, what the fuck? It
No,
was like just like
move.
yeah, there was little flurries coming. Like and then I thought it was gonna be like a little bit, you know how like sometimes there's like a little very light drizzle. Well,
Hmm.
it was snow. I'm like, what the hell? Like, it just looked, everything was just like flowing in the air, like, And I'm like, oh, hey. And literally, I had just stayed up like the whole night making like a last minute costume. And I was like very like sexy and like skimpy and like
Of course.
not a lot of clothes. And I'm like, fuck, no, it's gonna be cold. I can't wear it. But I still wore
Well,
it.
hoes never get cold, so you're fine.
What is it? Las putas no tienen frío or something like that.
Yeah, Cardi B.
Hmm.
The poet laureate Cardi B, she said that. That's crazy. So you live in Chicago, for people who are like, what the fuck,
Hmm.
snow? Does it
Oh
snow
yeah.
usually this time of year? Is that common?
No, it's usually like, yeah, this is the first time I was like, what the hell? But with this weather. Well, Chicago lately has been very like, I think it's like very emotional. Like the weather's emotional because it's either sad or happy or anger or mad. It's just like you
She's
never know what
upset.
you're gonna get. Yeah, and like, cause usually like we thought summer was over, and then all of a sudden it was like 80 degrees, like not too long ago.
Yeah.
And then with yeah, it was just really nice. And then it just started raining and thunderstorming the next day, and then yeah, it just started snowing, and then we're back to like regular weather.
Yeah, when I was there just a couple weeks ago, it was amazing. It was so nice. It was warm and
Yeah,
sunny.
I miss it.
Oh, I can't
Yeah,
with the snow.
but Halloween was. I mean, we had well, usually like we have a parade like in the Boys Town area, like the gay area, and there was supposed to be a parade, and I mean people still did it, but it was just snowing and it was crazy. But I mean people still showed up, which was fun, and then the bars weren't that busy, which was good. But I had a good time. I enjoyed myself. Like I said, like usually like I'll wait like on people to like enjoy like Halloween, like, oh, let's do this, let's do that. But this year, I'm like, I'm not waiting on nobody. I'm just gonna go out and have fun. And one of my friends hit me. I was like, oh, I'm here, and I ran into people. So I was like real feeling myself because I ended up making a Jade costume from like Mortal Kombat. So
Oh, so
that's fun.
sexy
Uh-huh.
in the
Yeah,
snow.
yeah.
Wow.
Tell me why. I was trying to be like real, like I'm like, well, when you wear padding, like you don't get cold like down like very
Yeah.
close to the feet like that. And then I'm like, okay, cool. And now I'm gonna have like I was gonna wear my breastplate because I had just gotten a new one. But bitch, when I was getting ready, I was like sweating, and there was just like sweat,
Ooh.
and I'm just like, yeah, let me take this off because I'm gonna be all like sweating and dripping, and even though it's cold and it's gonna keep me warm, like I'm not trying to like show like my wet ass fucking back.
No, because that silicone shit, when it hits your skin and you sweat a little bit, you take that shit off, it's like a puddle. It's nasty.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah. I said, okay, let me not be like. I mean, I could do it. Like maybe I could use it for like me performing, like when you have like 5 minutes and then you can take it off, or like even like a photo shoot. But
Yeah.
to be on it, no.
I don't have one. They're all too big, I feel. I don't want to have like big boobies.
Really,
Just like
like
a
well,
nice.
I've had three, but one of them ripped. No, one of them I actually gave away to Chili Pepper.
No.
Chili Pepper. She's
Is
the
she
first ever
Chicago
Miss
Queen?
Continental. Yeah, well, she's the first
Oh,
ever Miss
wait, yes.
Continental.
Yes, the
Yeah.
original Miss
So
Continental.
yeah, her. I love her. So like we like known each other for a long time, and she's always like really nice to me and stuff. And I was working the baton, I think for a brunch, I think, and we were just there, and we were just like talking. And I took out my best play. She's like, oh, she's like, I always wanted one. And I'm like, oh, for real? And then I'm like, well, and then I gave her mine. I'm like, you can have it. I had just bought it too. And she was like so in love with it. And she put it
Oh.
on. We were all just like laughing.
Does
But
she
yeah, it
do
was
the
such a
thing
good time.
where you like shake
Uh-huh.
your titties? Yeah, I just did it. I'm embarrassed to say that I just like in the Zoom camera just was like that'd be the
Yeah.
first thing I would do. I'd put it on backwards and then you know.
Yeah. So I bought that. So I gave her that one. And then that was, I think it was a really good, like, um what's it called, like material, I guess you could call it. But when I bought another one, it was very like thin and it just ripped. I mean, I used it like a few times, but it just ripped. And right now I was just debating whether I wanted to buy one or not. But since I knew I was making this costume, like I kind of want to wear boobs with it. But
The
yeah, it was just,
boobies.
I've always wanted to buy the other one, the one that's just like the front. It's not the whole thing. It's what
Oh,
is it
the
called? But it's
bib,
like
the one that goes
uh-huh,
like here,
uh-huh,
the
by
titty
your
bib.
and, yeah. And because I've used one before when I first started, like they were just kind of like out, and those are just like comfortable because you don't sweat as much or at all,
Oh
but they're
yeah.
expensive as hell.
They're like $600 or $700 for a breastplate some
Yeah,
places. That's
yeah.
crazy. To then not get the right skin tone when it shows up. Because there's only like three options.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
I couldn't. So I don't think a lot of people who listen to this know just how fierce the baton is in Chicago.
Hmm.
It's like for context for people listening back home, it's like and it's like underground. There's like no cell phone service there, but like it's fine. And literally they have the fiercest drag shows. Like people in LA don't understand that in Chicago they really have a respect and they love drag. It's crazy. Do you
So
what? I'm like leaning into the camera like, "Hi. Hi."
no, you were gonna say something.
Um so have you performed out here in California ever?
Yeah, when I go to LA, I usually like stay with my friend Vicky. So we usually like do like more of the Latino bars, like kind of outside of WeHo. I
Oh
haven't
yeah,
worked,
yeah.
yeah, I haven't worked in WeHo, but I just kind of just go. Usually when I go, I do work or try to like enjoy my time, but most of the time when I go, it's kind of like my little getaway spot. Like I feel like I love just being there. I feel like I get so much energy. I recharge. I like to like here like because it's usually like it's not always cold, but like it's always just very like not LA weather. And I feel like LA weather
Yeah.
is just I don't know like here I'm like, I'll drag to like go anywhere or like walk or do anything like that. But I think when I'm over there, like I just find it so like oh let me walk like for 30 minutes to go out of nowhere. You know, like it doesn't bother me because I just feel like it's just nice out. I don't know. I think maybe because I don't like yeah, I don't have that here.
Yeah, I felt that
Except
today when
in
I was
summer.
walking over here. I was like, "Oh, it's so nice outside. I wish I could just stay outside." It's like the perfect temperature and it's sunny and it's not like super hot. And my apartment's really cold, so I wanted to be outside in the sun.
It's not too hot and it's not too cold. All you need
It's
is a light jacket.
it's April 23rd. That's the day,
Yes.
right? So,
Yes,
how
today.
you started drag like a long time ago. You've been doing it for a
Yes, I
while.
did.
How long have you
Yeah,
been
actually
doing?
Saturday.
Oh no.
Uh,
Saturdays is Saturday your birthday?
uh-huh, my drag birthday, my drag anniversary. Uh-huh.
Aw, are you a
It's
Halloween
it's
queen?
gonna, no, November 4th.
That's close, right?
Almost.
Are you
Yeah.
a Dia de los Muertos queen?
Uh-huh. Yesterday we had a Dia de los Muertos show at Hydrate. But no, so this Saturday is gonna be my sweet 16.
16 years?
Yeah.
Wow. Wait, so then how old are you? How when did you start?
When I was 19.
Let me carry the one. How old are you? I can't figure it out.
35.
Wow, so you were young when you I didn't start till I was like 25.
Oh wow.
That's
10 years ago
crazy.
for me.
Yeah. So what made you decide on your name? Was it like instantly a thing or did you have other names when you started?
So I didn't start well, yeah, I guess by choice. I was just kind of like random. I didn't plan to do drag. Well, so I'll try to make it as short as I can because it's a lot. So, when I was younger and I was like in high school and stuff, like I used to do like photography and all that, and eventually I ended up like learning how to do like Photoshop and Illustrator. So I ended up like learning how to do like design. So we used to have two 18 and over bars or clubs or like little things. So um I ended up going to them when I first kind of came out. And eventually like I got to know the promoters and stuff, and they're like, oh, like they ended up hiring me to do like flyers and promos and stuff like that. So I would always work with them, and I would always like have to like get like details from like the people that used to perform like drag queens and stuff. And so I started like kind of being behind the scenes before and just kind of like being there, and I would always watch them, you know. I was entertained. Sorry. Um, and actually, the first drag queen that I ever saw was Monica Beverly Hills.
Oh, I love
Uh,
her.
yeah, she was working. We were there was this place called Mambo's, and it was like the Latino. It was like on Thursdays, and yeah, she was performing, and like that was the first ever drag queen that I ever like saw in person. So I was like, oh my god. And Naisha was actually the host of that the bar or the night. And yeah, so that's kind of like where I ended up growing up with, and that's who I ended up like kind of getting to know. And then little by little, eventually, like there was I was part of this group from like a youth group, because like I ended up like when I came out, like one of my friends from elementary school, like I met in high school again, and he's like, oh, you should come to this like youth group, and let's they're basically talking about gay stuff and like safe sex and like relationships, like basically like
Oh.
it's like a support group kind of.
Not like a
So I'm like,
Jesus
okay,
thing.
fine. Yeah, kind of, yeah, basically. But for gays,
Ew.
for the gays.
For the
No, but I met
gays.
actually I met a lot of people through it, and like I think it just helped me a lot with like feeling comfortable with who I am, and like getting to know myself, like especially because I didn't know any gay people, and yeah. So this was like what, like early 2006. Yeah, like 2006,
Okay.
2007. So yeah. And I feel like a lot of stuff was like different back then, like especially like being gay, doing drag, like anything like was just very like still like kind of taboo, but kind of more like, you know. So, anyways, for that group, we were trying to do like a retreat, you know, like one of those like, oh, let's get away to like go to a cabin and do stuff. So we had to like do a fundraiser for it, like to like raise money for us to like get funds for it, because the organization was a nonprofit, but we did have like a few things, but like most of the things we used to like just try to do like car washes or sales or whatever it was, like to like raise the money. So one of the ideas was to do a drag show at the 18 and over places, right? And so I was in charge of like I was the treasurer. And
Yes, coins.
I, I know, right? So I was like, well, we could do that. So because I was working with like promos and stuff like that, and I was knowing a lot of the drag queens. Um, so I'm like, oh, what's easier just to ask their, well, I would say like my friends, but like because I talk to them most of the time. Well, and so I'm like, hey, can you perform? Can you perform? We're trying to raise money. They're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So the day came, which was November 4th. We
Oh
were
my
doing this
gosh.
event, this event, and I had hired 12 girls, right? Well, not hired because they weren't getting paid. It was like a, it was like a
They
like
were all
you know like
paying their dues.
yeah. And out of the 12 people, like eight of them canceled the
Oh
same day.
my
So I only had
gosh.
like, yeah, so I only had four girls. I'm like, we're not really gonna raise any money. So last minute I was just like I felt so responsible because I feel like it was my event, and I didn't want to be like, what, not my event, but it was like my responsibility or whatever. And so I'm like, let me just do it. And at the time I was dating someone, and I was just kind of like stressing out, so I called him. I'm like, hey, what do you think if I just did it? And he's like, yeah, go ahead, do it or whatever. And I'm like, okay. And then and I had a friend who was doing drag at the time, and I just hit him up. I'm like, hey, I know you can't perform today, but would you be able to help me and like do my makeup and stuff? And she's like, yeah, sure, come over here. She was all excited. And I didn't know what I was getting myself into, because I never had the, even though like I was around drag queens and like the bars and just being out, I never had thought about performing or doing anything like that. So it was weird for me, but at the same time, I was kind of like, I wasn't thinking what I was gonna do. I was more like, I have to do this because I felt responsible, and I didn't pick a song, I didn't pick a name, I didn't pick nothing. I didn't have clothes like girl clothes, so I went to my sister's closet,
Oh my
and I just
god.
and I just grabbed random shit, and I'm like, I just packed it all in the bag. I'm like, I don't know what this is, but um, yeah. So at the time, I was actually watching a Gloria Trevi movie called Pelo Suelto, and I used to love that movie a lot. So like later, I ended up like having to perform. Well, not having to, but like in my head, that's the first thing that I thought about. You know, like I'm like, I really love her, and like I want to just like perform. Anyways, so we went. I got to the house. They painted me. They ended up like landing me like a wig and like heels, and yeah, it was fun. It was like a good time. Well, so when I got there, my name to the point. So when I got there, they're like, "Oh, what are you performing? What are you? What's your name?" I'm like, "Fuck, I didn't even think about it."
Oh no.
You know? Yeah, I didn't think about it. So like, and then my friends that were in the group, the youth group, they're all like throwing out names. I remember someone told me like, Miss J. Um, they gave me all the misunderstood. I remember they told me that. They called me. They were giving me like basic names like Angelica, like little like just basic
Angelica.
like like or something. Yeah, or like Tiffany. Like
Like
names
little
that you
girl
just
names.
whatever. Uh-huh. And I'm like, okay. And then all of a sudden, one of my friends was like, "Oh, why don't you do Venus?" I'm like, "Why Venus?" It clicked to me only because I like Sailor Moon, and I love like mythology and Greek mythology and all that stuff. And such like I my favorite show is Xena the Warrior Princess.
Yes.
So
I love that show.
but then I'm like, why Venus? And then he's like, oh, because on MySpace. Yes, MySpace.
Ew.
So you know how you could always put like your song, like a little song.
Hmm.
And I had the song Venus as a Boy by Bjork. And
Oh, okay.
so it kind of clicked to me because it just made sense. This is Venus as a Boy would be me. Um, like it's just
Nice. Everybody, I love hearing the stories of how people do it because, like, sometimes it's like, oh yeah, I wanted to, and then I just did it, and then I knew my name was this, and then some people are like, well, then I had this name, and then I had this name, and then I had this name. It's so cool.
No, yeah, and then it just clicked because like when he told me, I'm like, well, that makes sense, and also because like I said, like I'm like, oh, Sailor Venus and like Aphrodite, and like you translated it to like Venus, like the planet, and it just like for I don't know, it just clicked for me, and I was just Venus by itself, like just Venus for like maybe a year or 2 years, and I didn't get a last name till like later.
Was that like a drag family thing where you got the name?
No, so the my friend, the one that painted me, was my first drag mother. So her name was Leah Ninja. So she was the house mother of the House of Ninja here in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
And but she's no longer in the house. I don't think we have Chicago chapter anymore. But um I was kind of like in thinking of like being in the house and stuff, like because I would always go with them to event, not always, but when I could go to like the balls and stuff like that. And I really enjoyed it. So I was thinking of doing it, but then I just started school again, and I just kind of got busy with stuff. But yeah, if not, that would have probably been my like last name. But but my last name actually, because everybody had last names, and back then houses were like a thing. So back then they had like the House of Beverly, the House of Star, the House of Ninja. It was just like all the drag queens had like all their little houses and their little like children and
Oh,
like so even though my drag mom was like a big like main uh performer here, I never got her last name. So like I'm like, oh, not that I felt like I needed one, but then I'm like, I don't just want to be Venus, like it's just because it's like whatever. So then I was thinking about a last name for myself, and you know how last names usually like either are like a brand or
oh,
like a
it's
famous type of
yeah.
thing.
It's always like
And
a diamond or Dior or something like
something like.
cringe.
And then I'm just like, I need a last name. Well, in my head, I just felt like I wanted to have something like for myself, and so I was just thinking about like, what do I like, who do I like, and usually like there's either like models or like actresses and stuff like that. So my favorite actress is actually Angelina Jolie. So
Okay,
I had that
work.
up. So I thought about like Jolie, but then I'm like, no, that's so like obvious, like where it comes from. So then I ended up just like kind of like saying like, okay, even though I love her, like I love her acting, why don't I just pick like a last name from one of her characters from a movie? I'm smart, right? So one of my
This
favorite,
is
well,
making sense.
so I have two favorite movies from that she's in. So I love Girl Interrupted.
Oh
Um,
yes.
so I thought of her last name because her name is Lisa in it, but I didn't like her last name. And then I love Gia, like the movie Gia. And so then I'm like, oh, well, Gia was a model and she's like LGBT. No, just kidding.
Yes.
But also like I think her story just like really like made sense of like how there was a lot of she was dealing with a lot and just like herself, but also like she was like really beautiful and like So I looked at the actual like the real model like Gia Karangi, and then I was just looking at like documentaries and actual interviews, and then like I was looking at Angelina, and I'm just like, this fits because she's a model and she's pretty.
Yes.
So
I'm
that's where
gonna Google
Karangi
her
came
because
from.
I want to see what she looks like. Gia
Yeah.
Karangi. I feel like I've seen her before. Let's
Yeah,
see.
she died. So actually, she was a very very famous model, and
Oh.
she ended up being one of the first cases with HIV/AIDS, and
Oh.
she passed away from AIDS, but also she was no, she didn't pass away from AIDS. She had AIDS, but well, maybe she did. I forgot how it went, but like
Let's see.
because also she ended up she was addicted to drugs, or she became a drug addict, and basically I think when the movie, I don't know because they don't really like explain, but like basically she was into coke and all that. So eventually
Oh.
she, like in the movie they show how she was looking, like she went to her dealer and she was looking for coke, but she went to like where like a lot of like homeless people were basically, and then she was looking for drugs, and one of the guys ended up offering her, she's like, the only thing I have is I think it was crystal meth or something. So she ended up like using their syringe, and I think that's how she contracted HIV
Oh.
or whatever. And yeah, so that's
Yeah.
basically like she ended up having like the addiction, so she ended up losing a lot of work because she was like either like no shows or like not like in the right state of mind. And then little by little, like here and there, like people would still kind of want to work with her because she was very like um pretty, and like I well, that's how like the movie does it. But like even in the interviews you could see like when she's a little like zoned out. um
Yeah.
so yeah, so like basically like it was like I don't know, the story just really intrigued me, and I also thought like it was like a good job with like the acting from Angelina. And it just kind of like, I don't know, it just kind of clicked for me, so that's how I just ended up taking it.
Wow.
But yeah.
It says she died of complications due to AIDS at the age of 26.
Mm-hmm.
That's
But I think
crazy.
also because, yeah, I think also because of the addiction and like not taking care of herself in general. Also because during that time, like there was like no medication or like any type of, because
Yeah.
it was just kind of like, yeah, it was the beginning stages of like a lot of people like finding out and the pandemic and stuff like that. So yeah,
That's crazy. So it all comes full circle. I need to see the movie. I've never seen it.
you should watch it. It's really good.
I
Have you seen Girl
definitely need.
Interrupted?
Yes, I saw it a long time ago. It was like on Netflix years ago.
It's still on there, I think.
Is it really? I need to find it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll watch that. I'm always looking for shit to watch, but when I want to sit down to watch something, I spend forever scrolling and then I'm over it. I need to make like a list. So wait, how was your Dia de los Muertos show last night?
It was actually a lot of fun. I was looking forward to it,
Uh,
and then no,
she said,
like
now? Uh-uh.
no, I was looking forward to it, but hold on. Like I don't know, it was just like because I was home, and then like I was babysitting. I
Uh,
was with my niece and my nephew, so they're a lot, like in a good way, like they're a lot, like I love like being around them because they always like give me like this whole energy. And we were just my niece was like all talking to me about like, oh, we ended up watching Coco.
aw.
Obviously we were watching it, and like they've seen it, but my nephew, he's like a lot, like he can like pay attention now. Like before it was, he's little, so whatever. I mean, he's still little, but he was just like really eating his chicken nuggets and just
Aw.
like staring at the TV and just like being like really into it, and I got really into it. So that was fun. And then like I was trying to plan what to wear. So I get like stressed out when like I have to perform sometimes, because if I'm really looking forward to something, I really want to like plan like my look and what I'm gonna wear and like all that. So like that's why I was like, I was looking forward to it. I mean, which I still ended up doing it, but like um I had this gown that someone lent me, and I ended up washing it and then sewing it because it was like ripped and stuff, because like they're like, oh, just fix it, I'm like, okay, fix it, well, because I sew my
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah.
was just like, and then Bitch told me why like I look and the zipper like is one of those zippers that is not even like zippable anymore. So I ended up cutting it out, putting a new one in. So it's a lot of stress for me.
Damn, you like made a
But
new dress.
well, kind of. But at the end, I ended up using it.
Yeah, you wore the short dress.
No, I ended up wearing something else that one of my friends gifted me like last week. I'm like, oh my god, I forgot I had this, and it looks really cool. Well, I thought it looked cool, and
It
then the
was
other one,
the black dress.
no, it was the
What what was the
oh
one
the
that you
black
wore?
the little black dress. That one. My one like so when I don't have time to make anything for myself if I'm busy, I have like a designer. Their name is Reyes Moreno, and they usually make some most of my stuff. When I can't. So they had made me that for what did they make me that for? I think I just asked it for like one of those times that I just wanted
Just to
it.
have. It's good to
Just
have.
to have it.
You never know.
And that's what I wore for. I had to do two numbers, so that was what I wore for one of them, and then the other one was like a kind of like a cat suit, but it was just one leg with like flares out like on the sleeves, and then one on the one leg. So yeah, so that's what I ended up wearing instead of the gown. Because the gown I was gonna do like a lot more. I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to carry all this stuff. I want to take my. I have three suitcases. I have the small, the medium, and the
Damn, do you
large.
take all three with you?
No,
Oh.
but it's just depending on what I want, like how much I'm taking. Like for
Mm-hmm.
example, brunches, I usually take the big one because like if I have to do like, because usually when I work a brunch at Lark, like I have to do like every half an hour I have to do a number,
Damn.
or a number or two, basically usually two now. So it's like from 11 to 3, so it's basically about like 6 to 7 numbers that I have to do. So usually I like to
Damn.
change it up. I like to change it up because I feel like even though like sometimes it's new seatings and like there's different people, I usually just like to do something else, like I don't like to like unless like I know for sure it's gonna be a whole different crowd, but sometimes people stay in. But at the same time, like if I already did one song, I don't want to redo it because it's not fun for me anymore. It's like
Yeah, I've done shows
I
like
got it out of
that.
I'm like I got it out of my system already. I want to do another song. So yeah, but anyways, I just want to take a small bag, with a small luggage yesterday. So I ended up just like not leaving the gown because besides the gown was like really big, and besides that, like I had to take the hoop skirt and all that stuff. I'm like,
That's
it's not
too
all gonna fit in
much.
there.
No.
Yeah, I said no, fuck that. And but yeah, it was actually really really fun. I enjoyed the show. Also because we do have Latin like nights or like shows, but not often, especially like in Boys Town. Um, but I don't know. It just felt good because aside from that, like you're able to perform songs that like you either grew up with or like that are in Spanish, or like I don't know. Just usually just having like a whole Latin thing is for me. It feels like very important and very like I don't know, like I feel like it should be more mainstream to have that accessibility, especially for even just like because we had a lot of people show up, which was good because I don't know, people were just enjoying it, singing along, just kind of embracing the culture, the show, and also they had like a whole like I didn't expect them to have like a cute setup for like the other Los Muertos. They had like a little friend on the background with like
Yes,
skulls
it
and
looks so
candles.
cute.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, damn bitch, okay, give me scenery. And I think
They did that.
and I don't know, I think just like the whole energy with the girls that I was working with, and then just like the little scenery, and then just people showing up, like I don't know, for some reason I just felt so happy, and I was really like enjoying it. Like I was like feeling it. Like I felt like my music, like especially like because I pick songs that I really really like and that like I'm just really like vibing into, and like I feel I can be very like either dramatic with it or just like expressive with it. And when I do songs like that, I feel like it's really like I don't know, like I just feel it, and I just felt very like spirited. Um, so yeah,
Word. That's
yeah.
cute. I love that. I'm obsessed. Oh my god, we've approached the halfway point. Can you believe it?
No, I can't.
We're
I
like
feel like
halfway
I'm just
done.
talking my ass off.
That's the point. You're supposed to do that. You're doing great. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna yawn. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Why?
This is your break.
Why? You know what? Well, we'll be right back with Venus Carangi. Don't go anywhere.
So true.
Are you sad? Are you alone? Do your friends hate you? Do you feel like no one cares? Are you poor? Do you feel useless? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you may be experiencing depression. I too suffer from depression and would like to share one way you can help me find happiness. And that's by rating and reviewing this podcast on Apple Podcasts. So, go ahead, take 5 seconds out of your miserable day and write a nice review of this program now. Thank you. And we're back. We're back with Venus Carangi from Chicago, one of my favorite places that I just went to for the first time. I think it's so fun. People really talk up Chicago, and they're right. It's fun. I enjoyed it. Are you born and raised in Chicago?
Yeah, I was born here.
Are you wearing a Lady Gaga shirt?
Yes.
That's the Stephen Klein Born This Way. Bitch. Oh, I
What's
love her
this
so
bloody
much.
So
Oh my
I got this
God.
shirt. Hold on, I'm trying to keep this. Whatever, I hate Zoom.
Yeah, fuck Zoom. I did get a settlement check from Zoom for $32 recently. Oh, it's a Bloody Mary shirt.
Yeah. So I got it at Sidetrack because I usually work there every third Wednesday of the month because it's Gaga night. And they were giving these away and they're like, do you want one? I'm like, for sure. I've
Hell
never actually
yeah.
I've never owned a Gaga shirt. So I'm like, okay, I'll take it.
I have so many, and I refuse to get rid of them because most of them are from concerts, and I
Yeah.
feel bad getting rid of concert shirts. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I just never really have like music artist shirts. Like I never like get like real like
Yeah.
but I do have two Spice Girl shirts.
Yes, I
I have
stand
an
the
Amy
Spice
Winehouse
Girls.
shirt and I have this one and a Selena shirt. I said I don't have any, but like I do.
She's like,
Well,
I
like
don't have any except for the 13 I'm about to list right now.
well, no, the thing is like I didn't like I never went out of my way to buy them. Like they were gifted to me, so it's like, why
I
not?
feel that.
But it's not like I go like, oh, I really want the shirt for like this artist or that artist. But
It's mostly when I go to the concert, then I'll be like, okay, I need to take a shirt home, even though it's like $50.
yeah, I've never actually really gone to concerts, or even though I do like them, but I don't know, I just never really like,
It's so
you know.
fun. You have
I
to
know
go.
that, and I'm kind of mad because Gaga had a concert here for her Chromatica at Wrigley Field,
Oh
Wrigley
yeah,
Wrigleyville. I don't whatever, one of those stadiums.
that one.
And yeah, and everybody had kept telling me that it was sold out, and I really wanted to go, and I was like free like the whole day. Um, and later, like I started seeing people like, oh, we just bought tickets for like really cheap, and they're like they're still selling them. But since I live all the way on the south side and that place is all the way on the north side, by the time I got there, I probably would have like missed half the concert. So I'm like, I just watch it through people's stories.
That's the
Um,
thing that people are doing, and I noticed when we went to go see Beyonce, we had really, really like not so great seats, but we opened Ticketmaster, and people were selling tickets much closer for basically the same price that we bought our seats for. So I think people just want to sell them last minute because they didn't get to sell them, so they just lower the prices.
yeah,
So I'm gonna
bitches.
try that with Madonna. We're gonna see if it works.
For
I,
Madonna, you said.
yeah, 'cause she's coming in January, and if it doesn't work, she comes back to LA in March. So I'll try again. I don't want to pay money.
Right.
So I noticed there was a time when you were in LA and you met Adam Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Was that at Mickey's?
Yes.
How the fuck did did you
It was
did
real
you just like
random.
did you just like turn around and she was just there?
Uh-huh.
Did you say, "Come here"?
Let me look at
Oh my
it.
god.
Take a picture with me.
Oh my god, yes. That's
It's so funny.
crazy. Were you just
That was real
randomly in
random.
LA?
Mm-hmm. No, I think what was that? Oh, we had the Drag Latina finale um viewing party at Park, and then we ended up
Oh.
going to Mickey. Wait, where did we go there? Oh, I think after we went. Wait, was it? I don't know, but I was with some friends, so we just ended up being there. Yeah.
Yes. That's so cool. So you were on Drag Latina season 1
Mm-hmm.
with LA's own Chichi Fuera.
Uh-huh.
Not that, not
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Wait, so I haven't been able to find the full season. I've seen a bunch of clips. I saw the lip sync between you and her. That was crazy. That seems like a really stressful thing. How was that?
Like you said, stressful.
Was it fast, like how Drag Race films an episode in 2 days?
Girl, we filmed 2 episodes per day.
How?
I don't know. It was just weird. Like, I mean, it was the first season. I think they were just trying to like save money and I don't know what they were trying to do, but it was just it was intense. So it felt kind of weird. Like it felt kind of weird because like um it was just a lot of changing makeups, a lot of like uh it was kind of unorganized but organized or trying to be organized. So it's just very like
Ugh.
there was like no sense of direction with certain things and I just kind of felt a little lost. But I mean overall, like for example, I'm not gonna like talk shit because it was actually a really fun experience, especially because I got to like meet all the girls and like I'm pretty cool with all of them. And it just I don't know, it just felt very like I feel like I put my effort into it, but it was just kind of like all over the place, and we all have our opinion about it. But I think the only thing that we did like about it was just getting to know each other, and I think we just had like a fun time, and we always just I don't know, it was just fun, like to like even though I didn't know I only knew one girl, but not like that. Maria Spani. Not Maria, Mariah. That's because we always call her Maria. But yeah, she had came to Chicago one time and she performed and I really liked her. But she's from Denver and I never saw her again. So like we got on the show and then I ended up meeting everybody else there. Um, but yeah, and Chichi, I met her there, and Chichi, I think Chichi was the last person that got casted because she was I think she was like a last minute surprise contestant. And it's funny because like when she got there everybody didn't know that she was gonna be there and we had already like all like talked because they made a group chat and just kind of giving us like stuff and we all kind of already vibed and she just kind of came in and I was like
Oh.
who is that like why is she here and I was the only person that was nice to her
Oh
at the beginning
no.
at the
I
beginning
mean,
at the beginning.
she's incredible. She paints like I mean, she paints Valentina. That'll tell you something. She's
Yeah,
crazy.
she actually painted me for one of my shoots when I was over there. I went with her to San Diego to work and she did my makeup for one of the shoots with David. It was fun. I felt
David
pretty.
Laugh?
Huh?
Was it David Laugh or a different David?
Uh and I don't know.
Martinez?
Yes, Martinez.
Oh, I love David Martinez. He's
Me too.
incredible.
Yeah. He just actually took he came to Chicago um and he took two of my pictures. Well, two looks. And I just put one out with the scream, the ghost face.
Oh, yeah, he shot that?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
he's
I have this
amazing.
other one that I really, really like, but I won't post it till Saturday.
Is it your birthday? Is it a birthday thing?
No, it just like
Oh,
it, it was it was not intended for it, but since I don't have anything, I'm like, why don't I just save it and use it for that?
I always forget. I always say I'm gonna have like a cake with candles and like be like, I turned 6 today, but I never do it. I'm so lazy. I think about it like the day before and I'm like, oh shit. Or sometimes I'll forget and it'll be like 2 days after my drag anniversary and I'm like, oh wait, that just passed. Oh, it's
When
too
is
late.
your dragon anniversary?
August 25th,
Oh, okay.
2017, I believe.
You're
Yes.
a baby.
I'm a baby.
You're a
I don't
baby.
have any money. I'm just a baby. Oh my god. Okay, so the holidays are coming up. Are you like one of those people that gets very excited and obsessed when it's Christmas time?
No, my favorite holiday is Halloween, so that's kind of my my
Yeah.
what I look forward to. Christmas is fun and I like it because I get to be with my family and like just like it's very. I think like Christmas is very one of those like warm, like cozy type of
Yeah.
like
It's
holidays,
fine.
and I'm just like okay, and but I do go out of my way to like buy all these gifts. I have to like buy something for someone. Like I don't know. Just I think it's just you know, who is this? Okay.
I always
Um.
joke that around Halloween is when I start burning bridges so I don't have to buy gifts. I just start being mean to people so they'll hate me.
Yeah. What I do look forward to though is like the food. Mm.
Oh yeah, I eat so much this time of year. I'm trying to like stay snatched or get snatched. I don't know. I don't know if I'm snatched yet. I'm getting there.
Oh, speaking of which, I saw your video in the morning. It's cute.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so the day we're filming this is the day that my single and music video came out. But you won't hear this until like it'll be like 2 weeks have passed and you're probably already sick of me talking about it. So it's fine. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. So would you ever move out of Chicago?
So this is the idea.
Are you gonna move
So
to LA? That's the real question.
uh, so I think if I ever did move somewhere else, it would be LA.
I think you should.
Um,
Could be fun.
I think I've been there this year. I've been there probably like 3 or 4 times already. 3 times, I think. But usually, like the past, I've been there actually like total number of times, maybe like 8, 10,
Wow.
8 to 10 times. Yeah.
Where do you usually stay when you come here?
I just stay with Vicky, my friend. She lives in Hollywood, like by
Is she a drag queen?
yeah. She was actually one in the show with me. That's how we met.
Oh wait, what's her drag name? Her full drag
Vicky
name?
Chavarria.
Oh, I don't think I know her. There's a couple of Vickies out here.
She's like really small, tiny, petite. She's trans. She's very pretty. She's very talented.
Oh, she sounds great. I like her.
Yeah, she's
Wait,
fun.
well, when I met you in LA, she wasn't with you, right?
No.
I met you at the Executive Suites in Long Beach
Uh-huh.
for that prelim. That was long. That shit
No.
is too
Yeah,
long.
I just went there with Noyan. Cause yeah, cause well, that's the thing, cause we had gone out. Me and Vicky had gone out the day before, and I was actually visiting with one of my friends from Chicago. It was her first time there, but that bitch got hammered.
Oh no.
And then and Noel had told me that he's like, oh, I'm gonna go to a pageant tomorrow if you wanna come with me or whatever. I'm like, sure, I've never gone over there. So he ended up like picking me up, and I slept like just a little bit. And oh, that's when the earthquake happened, right?
Was there an earthquake? There might have been. I don't
Yeah.
remember. I never noticed them.
Yeah, me and Noel were at the bar, at the bar, at the mall, and we were at the Toys R Us upstairs in this Macy's thing, and he's like, "There's an earthquake." I'm like, and I was walking around like moving to like the toys and stuff, and then I stopped and I just feel the little like shake. I'm like, oh.
It's very subtle. It's like barely like I don't notice them half the time, and sometimes by the time I realize it, it's already over, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it was interesting. But yeah, so I usually stay with her when I do go now. Like she's always like oh just come visit and stay with me, and then she'll like book me with her to like perform wherever she's at. Um but yeah, this time that I did meet you, I didn't want to take any drag. I didn't want to do any drag.
No,
I wanted to just relax. Like I wanted it to be like my day, my time to just like enjoy LA, just chill. Yeah.
that's crazy. I didn't even know Noelle was gonna be at that prelim. I only went because my friend was competing, and my boyfriend made her gown, so we wanted to go see.
Which one was it? The one that couldn't
Par-
take off the cape?
no, Paradisa,
Oh, okay.
the one that had all the fringe. I think she
Oh, uh-huh.
won. I think she won gown.
Uh-huh.
So we did. Well, my boyfriend made the dress. I just sort of yelled, "Don't do that. Do this instead." I was just like yelling.
You're the creative director.
I was creative directing because I know
Mhm.
drag. So like when he gets commissioned to make outfits for drag queens, sometimes I'll be like, "Oh, you can't put that there because we can't move in it. We can't like we can't like there are little things that drag queens know that you just can't do." But I got there and I saw Noelle's car and I was like, "I know this bitch is probably here. Of course, she's probably judging or something." And he was judging
Uh-huh.
and performing. It was
Yeah.
a good prelim though.
Yeah, it was fun. It was interesting. And well, I was by myself, but I ended up like knowing a few, getting to know a few people. It was fun. It was interesting.
I love those because everybody goes, so you always run into people that are fun that you know.
Yeah. And it was raining really nasty that day too.
Yeah, that was like one of the very few times we weren't sure if they were gonna cancel it or not or
Yeah.
postpone it, but they still went. The show must go on, bitch. We did it.
Yeah.
Would you ever compete in a pageant like that, like a night, like a formal, sophisticated pageant?
I have before. I've done Continental before,
How
but
was
a
that?
long time ago. Huh?
How was it?
Oh, it was a horrible experience.
Really?
I
It's
mean,
so much work.
no, like it was a horrible experience as far as like not the experience itself was good because I love the pageant and like I watched it through the years and stuff like that. But for my experience, what sucked was I don't know, I just felt very uncomfortable with my makeup, my hair. I felt uncomfortable just with whatever I had asked and paid for to get done. My The only thing I really really liked was my gown. Everything else was shit.
Oh
It sounds bad to
no.
say it because like I was really looking forward to like it, like it's like oh my god, I'm like I won a prelim and like I'm gonna go to this national pageant and I'm gonna like have the best time of my well. I figured it was gonna be stressful, but like I figured like as long as I present what I want to present, like I'll have like an amazing time and like whether I win or
Yeah.
lose, like it's whatever, because also like I went in there like thinking like like I know I may not win because obviously like it's my first time. Also like I'm also like kind of like a baby queen at the time I felt, and at the same time I'm like, but at the same time like maybe you never know because you could leave like a mark on the stage whether like you're just a beginner or not. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, this was 2011. So what's it called?
Was
So
that
yeah,
the
so I had
year? Who won that year? Was it Naisha?
I think so because I know she was in the pageant with me.
I think it was Naisha because the next year Sasha won and Naisha crowned
Gotcha.
Sasha. I
And
think.
I think Brooklyn was before. I'm not sure, but yeah. Um,
Wow.
yeah. So it was just bad because like for my talent, I had asked my I should not say any names.
You can
So
say names. That's fine. No one listens to this.
so
Oh.
so I had asked them to make me like a dance costume, but like I wanted it very like Dancing with the Stars type of like kind of not fringe, but like like flowy or just at least
Yeah.
like very like that. No, bitch, this bitch gave me a fucking leotard with like rip tool like as like a tutu type of shit, and it was white, and it was like it had like a pattern of rhinestones like a swirl, but it looked not cute. And then one of the sleeves had the rhinestones going up, and then the other one was like half done, and you could tell like there was yeah, it was
Oh
just it
no.
was ugly. during my talent, I wanted like a bun, and it was just, like I ended up having like just hair, and it just kept going all over my face. It was bad. It was just bad, 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 completely bad. And I looked horrible. I looked crazy. and and then for swimsuit, I had asked for a complete whole different like swimsuit, and they gave me another white. Another, it was a white swimsuit with like a side of like just a blue ball. Imagine if it
Oh.
was like kind of like the Japan flag, but instead of red, it was blue. So
Oh.
it was like on the side, and I
Okay.
just, but it's like I had a white, just plain white, talent outfit, a white swimsuit. I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's gonna get stained. It's gonna. It was just not it. I mean, I look cute, but
You're like, I looked great. I don't know about everything else, but I was doing great.
no.
Good.
But no, I don't know. It was just not that exciting. After I cried. I actually cried when I was done,
No.
and also because and this is crazy because the next day I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna show up and just like because like at the end when they call the top 12 and stuff like that, like you go up and you announce yourself, hey, how are you? My name is blah blah blah, contestant blah blah blah, or whatever
Oh
you
yeah.
know. And I was, I think, contestant number 5. I think I was 5. Anyways, point is that so it was red presentation to like do the walk and like whatever. And I already had a little red dress that I had like from the store, like it was like red dress. All you had to do is wear a red dress, right? But me thinking that I'm gonna have like this dress made because the guy's like, oh, I'm gonna make you a red dress so you could
Oh.
look sickening and whatever. I'm like, oh,
Okay.
okay. And here I go. I ended up going because he was supposed to do my makeup and my hair, and then dress me, and then I would just go. You're right. So I'm like, okay, fuck it, whatever. Like the first day was a mess, but at least I'm gonna look cute. Tell me, I always show up to his place, and he has someone else do my makeup, do my hair. I told him, hey, like, did you finish my red dress? Is it ready? And he looks at me like he's like he hadn't even started it,
Oh my god.
and he's like,
Oh,
oh,
I'd be so
I'll make it
pissed.
right now. I'll make it right now. And I'm like, I could have just worn the little red dress that I had. And he's like, no, I'll make it right now. They make it right, probably like, yeah, it was whatever. They put it on me. It's huge, huge. It's like probably like this much on each side, like,
Oh no.
yeah. And I'm just like, oh hell no. He's like, oh, don't worry about it. Tell me why this bitch goes to like grab this like um what is it called, like not a strap, like a, well, like a ribbon, but like a thick whatever.
Oh yeah.
He he grabs me. He turns me around. He just does a big ass bow, and like he ties it like so it doesn't fall. And I'm like, are you fucking serious?
The
and
ghetto.
and
No.
it was bad. And I just like, okay. Point is that because I was waiting on the dress and for them to finish my makeup, I ended up showing up to Continental late.
Ooh,
So
points.
I think I got disqualified or something. I'm not sure. But I show up and everybody is lined up already. And then you see me, they're already like in line. And you see me, like, if you look at the video, like it's on YouTube somewhere, you see me like going, like, oh, I'm here late. And I got so embarrassed. So I just felt like crap. And and it's like, I don't know, I trusted this person to like help me. I paid them like months in advance, probably like 6 months in advance. And I just had like a shitty job done. And I had everything just kind of like half-assed, and I just felt very like upset, and it was so stressful. And um yeah, I ended up like just crying. I went outside. I'm like I don't know, I just got really emotional because I felt like I wanted to do really good, and I wanted to like do this for myself, and I just kind of ended up like not being a good time. So I just ended up crying, and I let it out. But then afterwards, I'm like, like I don't have to like. You live and you learn, things
Yeah,
happen.
trust no one. And now you can
Yeah.
sew, so you can do it all yourself. And
Yeah.
you don't have to worry
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah. So I always told myself I wanted to redo it just to like um kind of do that for myself, where like I kind of what do you say, what is that word, um redeem myself. I would say redeem
You
for myself, not
should.
and I
One
thought
day.
about doing it, but I don't know. I'm not really like a pageant person anymore. But I feel like I would do it. I've thought of doing other like pageant systems. I've done All American Goddess too. That was
Ooh,
fun. I got second runner up, I think. Yeah. I
nice.
was, yeah. But and I've always wanted to do US of A before, but I don't know. I don't know how that works anymore.
It's a lot because you have to like sign up for the prelim and then do the prelim and then you gotta do the nationals of it all. It's just a lot to get ready and a lot of
Mhm.
money. It's expensive.
Yeah. Then I said the one we went to. I'm like, oh, like that seems fun. I could do it. Um, but usually I was telling people that like I when I perform when I perform all the time, I kind of, not that it gets boring, but it just feels like repetitive. And sometimes what I like to do for myself is like do something different, which would be either a competition or a pageant. So because it gives you like um I don't know, it builds another fire under you, like like it kind of reignites like the passion for drag and just being competitive and stuff. So maybe I'll do it.
Yes.
You never know.
Oh my gosh. What's crazy is we are approaching the end of this episode already. Can you believe it?
Yes, I can.
Bitch. I don't even know what to title this episode. What should we call the episode? I need to come up with a fun title.
Don't talk to me.
I'll make it Don't Talk to Me.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Title of episode Don't Talk to Me. Okay. I'm writing it down. I'm making a note. Yes. Okay. Will you tell the people of the internet where they can find you and follow you?
My address is nice.
Yeah, do it. Do it, bitch. These are the GPS coordinates.
Call me at 773. No, you can just find me on. I don't really use Facebook as much anymore. I usually use it for Messenger, but most of the time I'm very active on Instagram. So it'd be at Venus Carangi. That's VenusCarangi.
Yes.
But
Amazing.
yeah,
I'll put all that
that.
down below.
hmm
It'll all
Yeah.
be in the description box. You can follow the podcasts at Hey Girl Pod on Instagram. That's HEYGURLPOD. You can email the podcast at heygirlpod@gmail.com. You can follow me at Jordan Jayro everywhere. That's JORDANJAYRO. Stream my new song and watch the music video. I have a puppy to put through college. Don't forget to write a really nice review and rate the podcast 5 stars. Call me at 424-431-1456 and leave me a voicemail.
And get her some fries.
Yes, I would love some French fries.
What do you say
Don't,
in the beginning of the video? I
I don't
forgot.
remember.
It said something about something my fry. I don't know. I
Uh,
thought it was funny. I was laughing the whole time, but anyways.
oh wait. Oh. Okay. Yes. Oh my god, I forgot. Okay, I think because I made this song like a year ago. I think there's something like because you can't eat in drag, and I was like someone offered me fries and I cried because I couldn't eat and I wanted to. Queens will understand the struggle of being in drag for hours and performing multiple numbers and seeing everybody else with food and you're just like, I'm wearing a corset. I'm scared. Well, anyway, thank you so much for chatting. I will see you soon. I'm sure you'll probably be in LA soon, right?
I'm thinking of going maybe December, so we'll see.
Okay. I'll probably see you, I'm sure. Well, thank you for your time. Thanks for chatting and I will talk to you very soon.
All right, bye.
And to everyone listening, thank you so much for listening. And until next time, have a fabulous life. Bye
Don't talk to me.
bye. And
Bye.
don't talk to her. Bye.